So I know I promised more festive recipes this December, and though this isn't a typical festive recipe, we could all do with a takeaway now and again, but nobody wants to spend that kind of money. This is the cheapest, tastiest and most healthy homemade doner kebab I've ever made. If you want to know how we did it, keep watching. So I'm just about to start tonight's dinner and I'm making the viral kebab recipe. I don't know if you've seen it going around, probably because it's viral. There's this guy called Meze Mike on TikTok. He made a fakeaway doner kebab and it kind of went mad. It's the same recipe of the doner kebab that we've all been making for years, but basically instead of forming it into a loaf, baking it or slow cooking it and then slicing it, you roll it really thinly between parchment paper and then roll it up and bake it, and it gives you that lovely like sliced kebab look. Because there's a lot of us, I've got quite a bit of mince. So I've got 750 grams of beef steak mince and I'm using the 15% fat. You want a higher fat content because it will just make it so much more juicy. Then I'm using 10% fat pork mince, so I've got 500 grams of that as well. You need to blitz up some onions, so I'm going to use 3 onions and I'm going to blitz them in my chopper until they're completely like a paste. Excuse the dog clattering around. Then in here I've got my seasonings, so I've tripled almost the recipe. I will leave his one linked down below so that you can go and have a look yourself, because so many people are making this recipe and not actually giving this guy the credit, so I will leave it linked. I've got 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of garlic granules, 1 tablespoon of onion granules, about half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of cumin, got a tablespoon of oregano and some sea salt, and then about half a teaspoon of black pepper. So those are the seasonings you need. What I'm going to do is mix all my meat together with my spices and my onion. I'm also going to add in some olive oil and some Greek yogurt, and this is just what I'm using and you can adjust yours accordingly. So first things first, I'm going to blitz up my onions. I'll pop my onions in there. Into my dish, I'm going to add my mince, pork mince, got beef mince. I'm just going to add in my spices. In here I've got about 60 ml of Greek extra virgin olive oil. Add that in as well. And about 4 or 5 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. And then we need to mix this together. I've got to add my onions into this as well, which took a while to get into a paste. I ended up using a blender to get them really fine. I'm just going to combine that, and then I'm going to put this in the fridge for an hour or so before I roll it out on the greaseproof paper. It's no good. I'm going to have to go in with my hands. So I found some gloves. I'm just going to get it all really well combined. These are way too big though, so they keep falling off. I have got a recipe on my channel where I've made this before, and I think I did it in the slow cooker. I can't remember, it was that long ago, but same sort of ingredients. You could use lamb or chicken mince if you could afford lamb. I thought beef mince was expensive, and then I looked at the lamb and suddenly beef mince didn't seem so bad. Right, so my meat has been in the fridge for about an hour, just sort of marinating. This is greaseproof paper. To be honest, I don't know how much I need to put on here, but I'm just going to put an amount. What we're going to do is flatten it out, and then the idea, you get another sheet, you place that over the top, if you can see that, and then you get your rolling pin, and we need to roll it out, the meat. Roll it until it's like paper thin. But the idea is you peel this off and then we roll it up. So see, it's like literally paper thin, and the idea now is that we roll it and then this is going to go on a baking tray. I'm preheating my oven. I'm doing mine to 220 because that's what I pretty much cook everything on. So now you've got your sort of rolled kebab strip. This is going to go, take these bits off, in a baking tray. 220. I'm going to do it for about 15 minutes and then we're going to unravel it put it back in for like 5 minutes to get that little charred kebaby crisp. But this is what we're aiming for, little kebab cigars, as thin as you can get. I probably will get better as I go because the first one never does go right, but this is what we're going for. So I'm going to carry on with that and then I will show you the next step. So when you inevitably get bored of rolling out the kebab meat, you could enlist the help of a husband or a partner. They will come and take over, pretend they are perfect at it and that they've been working in the kebab shop their entire life, whilst they create more mess for you to clean up in the kitchen. So this is what we're looking like so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Steve's rolling one up now and he thinks there's one more. So we're going to have 9 little kebab sausages. I'm going to put these in for, like I said, 15 to 20 minutes. Unravel them and then pop them back in. Oh, here comes another one. Unravel them and then pop them back in to crisp up. And we've just worked it out. This kebab is going to cost in total £15. That's for the flatbread, the meat, seasoned fries, lettuce, onion, garlic and chilli sauce. If we ordered this in a kebab shop for the 5 of us, it would be £15 each. And we're doing it for £15 for 5 of us, so £3 each. So yes, it's taken us a couple of hours with all the prep and everything, but it's definitely worth it. So here is our kebab meat. We've unravelled them and as you can see it's way too hot to pick up, but it literally looks like kebab meat. What I'm going to do, the oven's still on, so I've seen people pick up the entire strip, but it is boiling, but look how thin that's gone, like a proper kebab. So what I'm going to do is pop this back in like it is now. There's so much kebab meat there, it's crazy. I'm going to let it crisp up a little bit and then we will assemble it. So this is what we're going to serve with our kebab. So we always just have like lettuce and onion, and then we always have garlic sauce and chili sauce. So we've got some garlic mayo, some peri peri Nando's, and we've also got some jalapenos. And then I've got these skin on fries, and I've just, they're from Lidl, just opened up the bag, and basically what I've done is I've sprinkled loads and loads of this garlic and herb seasoning in, like held it together and shook the bag. And I'm going to put those in the air fryer so we can have garlic and herb fries with our flatbreads. And then there's a lemon because we've got squeezed lemon juice over the kebab meat. And then yeah, we've just got flatbreads from, I think they're just little ones, you get 4. Just brush it with a little bit of the juices that we took off, just to give it that kebab soaked feel. There is our kebab. I'm going to put some chips on the side, but you all know what chips look like, so I'm not going to bother right now. But yeah, this is our kebab all done. It looks amazing.